Well, as you head out the door tonight to do some trick-or-treating, it's of course essential to make sure you and your little ones are staying safe and well prepared for tonight's festivities.
News 13's Ethan Lowe. He's live at the Bay County Sheriff's Office this morning, providing tips on how you can ensure you have a safe and fun Halloween. Good morning, Ethan.
Good morning, guys, and all throughout the morning, again, we've been providing just some tips and good information that you should be aware of and know as you plan to head out the door and do your trick-or-treating. Obviously, it's a great holiday, free candy. Again, what's really better than that? I don't think there's anything better than that. And joining me once again is Deputy Jake Navarro with the Bay County Sheriff's Office. So, Jake, as we've been kind of touching on all throughout the morning, a lot of different important information to know about and be aware of, but one thing we haven't touched on yet is animals. There's going to be pets on the streets and sidewalks tonight. Can you kind of just touch on some important information people should know about that?
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people realize that pets are out tonight as well, dressed up in costumes, so they're already kind of uncomfortable. And, accelerate that by having kids come up and pet dogs. Listen, always ask the owner if the dog is friendly, if you can go ahead and pet that dog, because, again, they're going to be out. And some of these dogs don't really go out that much. They're just out because it's Halloween, so be safe.
Right. And of course, as we've been touching on earlier, obviously, not everyone celebrates Halloween. That's perfectly fine. But there are a lot of people who are going to be out on the roadways. What should they kind of be aware of tonight?
Well, first off, that's not perfectly fine if they don't celebrate Halloween. Shame on them. Secondly, if you don't celebrate Halloween, all right, that's fine. It's America. So, big piece of advice is to slow down, especially when you're in neighborhoods, because when it starts to get dark, that's when the trick-or-treaters come out, and more kids are, all the kids are going to be out trick-or-treating. They're going to be darting out from between cars, and it's going to be very, very hard to see a lot of them, especially because a lot of them are so little. So, drive extra slow when you're driving through neighborhoods.
All good information. Now, as you can probably tell, I don't know if you can see it on camera, I'm shivering a little bit. I don't got a lot of meat on these bones. It's a little cold outside. What's some good information people should know about maybe bundling up tonight? Because it's not going to be that warm, obviously.
Yeah, it's going to be, I'm sure the weather's going to tell you later in this broadcast, but it's going to be a little chilly. It's going to be about this temperature. So wear long sleeves underneath your costume. You don't really necessarily have to bundle up, but kids are really excited when they first start, so they don't really feel the weather. But as it gets further along, they're going to get colder and colder, and they're not going to get as much candy if they go in early because they're cold.
I'm glad you mentioned the candy. That's obviously always a huge topic of conversation, the topic of conversation when it comes to Halloween. What's some good, tips and tricks people should know about when it comes to candy, just to make sure it's okay and safe to eat?
So don't eat homemade candy, homemade desserts. I know a lot of houses like to make homemade desserts and hand them out. It's the thought is nice, however, it's really unsafe. We don't really recommend it. What we do recommend is packaged candy. Always check your packaged candy.
Just like that.
Just like this. Check to see if it's packaged and nicely wrapped, and open it up, and then accept the dad tax, like so.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
So that's all great information. I'm going to head over this way, give you a little tip as well. Good piece of information to always make sure you have. Make sure you have a little bit of lighting or some fluorescent lights. See, as you can see, I'm kind of in a dark space right now. Doesn't hurt to have one of these, maybe a glow stick or something. I got this at the dollar store for only $1, believe it or not. Very cheap, very easy to get. Doesn't hurt to have. Make yourself a little more visible for everyone out there on the roads tonight. Guys.